Hi guys, and welcome back to a brand new video.
Hello.
I'm very dolled up for this video, but the reason is because we just filmed a TikTok and it called for red lipstick, and I wasn't the only one wearing red lipstick.
I said, is there anything I can do to get into character more? And Helena said, well, here's a hairband, and then maybe some lipstick.
So we'll put my TikTok in the description box, so head there if you fancy a good laugh, because it was fun to make, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was really good, yeah. And you can watch it even if you're not part of TikTok.
You can just click on the link.
Just put the link in, it takes you straight to the video, even if you're on like a laptop.
Yeah. Well, we thought we'd start this video on a lighter note because the video is actually not one that we wanted to make.
No, and also the first thing I want to do is, before we get into what we're going to talk about, is that we haven't made this video to look for any sympathy or anything like that.
No.
We're just making this video because we've been keeping you up to date with all of our wedding plans. We've actually got a playlist on the channel, which is different videos regarding the wedding. Like, you've seen us go to the wedding venue, do the tasting for the food. So it seems only right that we update you as to the latest goings on.
And it's funny because it's like, obviously, friends, family, and then the next people I want to tell is you guys.
Yeah.
I'm like, we have to tell our community because you're all so supportive that we do want to share our lives with you, and this is obviously a big thing that's happened in our lives.
And we get questions as well. You know, a lot of people have been interested in sort of what's happening with the wedding. So let's get into it then, because we haven't actually said yet. So, like, as you know, we've been, trying to remain optimistic and positive and thinking, yes, the wedding will still happen. Like, we got engaged in 2018 in November.
You should know that.
Yeah, so it's been building up to the wedding date, which is the 27th of August, 2020. However, it was from talking to our photographer who said she'd been hearing back from other people who'd spoken to their wedding organisers, and they'd actually come up with plan Bs to help the couples. And then as this sort of situation has been going on, we've sort of started thinking, maybe there's still going to be some sort of restrictions if the wedding happens. So it might be a good idea to get in touch with the wedding venue. So that's what we did, didn't we?
Yeah. It's about a couple of weeks ago.
Yes.
We got in touch with them, and they were really, really helpful, weren't they? They were so lovely, so supportive, and we had a good old chat. We were on the phone for quite a while, running through all of our options. And obviously our main concern was that the wedding would be cancelled anyway and it wouldn't be allowed to happen. But then our second concern was that the wedding could happen, but it'd have to be altered a lot in regards to everyone would have to social distance. We might not be allowed to have as many people as we wanted.
Yeah, that was a big thing, that we might have to cut down the number of people that were at it.
Yeah, and also high risk people wouldn't be able to attend. There were a few concerns that we had, which we just can't predict. I think that's the hardest thing about this, is that we don't know what it's going to be like in August. It might be fine, but then again, it might not be. And it was taking that risk we weren't too sure about.
Yeah. And also it was just causing us a lot of sleepless nights, just wondering what's actually going to happen, because we've still been planning, we've still been trying to organise stuff, but it's very hard to organise stuff in this current environment.
Yeah. And it also got to the stage where we were doing stuff that had the date on. So like invites and things that were quite important to the wedding. But if the wedding didn't go ahead on that date, then we would lose all the money that we spent on these things.
Yeah.
So, and also we wanted to let all of the people that are attending our wedding, I wanted them to feel comfortable with coming to our wedding and also be dead certain on a date.
Yeah.
So we did make the difficult decision to postpone our wedding. So we're not getting married this year. We are getting married in 2021, and we've stuck to summer.
Yeah.
Just because everything was planned for a summer wedding. We love our venue in summer.
Yeah.
My dress and the bridesmaid dresses and everything that we had already created would just work perfectly in summer. So we decided to stick to summer, but just postpone it one more year. And we feel, obviously we're very disappointed, but we do feel happy in our decision. We feel a lot more
I think
content.
ultimately, I think it's the best decision. to make. And then when we've told, friends and family, they've said, oh yeah, well, we were a bit concerned as well. So I think it definitely is the right decision, even though it is a difficult one.
Yeah, and what's made it easier is that we have had the support of our wedding venue.
Yeah.
They have been so amazing that they made the decision really easy for us, and they also, sharing their views as well, really helped us come to a decision.
Yeah, they didn't, they didn't sort of say, well, we're going to be open, so you got to have it.
Yeah.
It's like we're sort of following the government guidelines and judging from what they're saying, sort of the industry's going to be affected still probably for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
And they can't say like for definite.
It's not for definite.
Things might be absolutely fine, but we feel like we can't really just take that risk.
Yeah. For something that we've been planning for so long, and we want it to be perfect. And we're really lucky that we are in that position that we can postpone it for a year.
Yeah.
We're still living together. We still spend so much time together that, of course, it would be lovely to get married this year, but getting married next year isn't going to change our relationship.
The love is still there. The love stays the same. But also, obviously there was a couple of days where we were a bit down about it.
It was actually the day we did our last Disney quiz.
Yeah.
that was the day after we had postponed it, and that Disney quiz really lifted our moods.
It really did.
So thank you so much, because that was the toughest day, I think. That was when we were quite down about it.
Yeah, and I kept saying, like, something that I'm really looking forward to today is doing the Disney quiz, and it totally took us out of what we'd been thinking or feeling, and you all just helped us. So, like, we always get messages about how we're helping you during this time, but you really don't understand how much you help us as well.
And the main thing to remember for us is that our wedding isn't cancelled, it's just postponed. And I've seen this a lot over social media, because I know that so many people are in the same position as us. I know there's people watching this now that are in the same position as us.
Yeah.
So I think that's a really good quote to remember, that it's not cancelled, it's just postponed.
Yeah.
And we can spend another year planning, getting excited. We're still going to share our journey of the wedding.
Yeah.
There's still so much that we need to do, so we will still share that over the year. And you'll all be with us anyway next year to celebrate.
It allows me more time to actually find suits, because I've been a bit slow in doing that. But also something as well to remember is that so many other people are going through this.
Oh, so, and if it's not a wedding, it's a birthday. If it's not a birthday, it's a holiday. Yeah. And also there's so many people that are in, a horrendous
worse situations,
And we are very, very lucky. And although this is a big thing in our lives, it's obviously in the grand scheme of the world, it's very, very, very small. Yeah. And we do acknowledge that.
Yeah, definitely.
And we just want to say how grateful we are for you guys and all the support. I already know that you're going to be so supportive, so thank you so much. And that's probably about it in regards to the wedding. Yeah,
obviously you probably are asking questions about our honeymoon.
Yeah.
Because our honeymoon, if you didn't know, is 3 weeks in Orlando. So 1 week doing like Universal and all the other stuff around Orlando, and then 2 weeks in Disney. So obviously that's now not going to be a honeymoon. Mm-hmm. So we are sort of talking things over about what options are available to us. But as soon as we have something definitely to tell you, then we'll let you know. But as of right now, that's still planned, and we don't have any other things to say really about that yet.
We're basically we booked a lot through different things, different companies. So we're having to kind of chat to each company first before we make any decisions. But we're hoping that maybe within the next month we'll have a concrete decision that we can share with you guys. About what's happening in regards to the honeymoon. Mm-hmm. And but I mean, we want to go back to Disney this year, fingers crossed, whether it be Walt Disney World or Disneyland Paris. We definitely want to
if that becomes an option, if it becomes possible. Thank you so much for all the comments on our Disney day at home.
Oh yeah,
that really sort of filled a gap.
It did actually. I would highly recommend it if you're missing Disney. Have a Disney day at home, because I was a little bit skeptical, because I was like, is it going to feel magical? But it actually really did.
Yeah, it did. And I think we might if it's something that you're interested in seeing again, we might do another one.
Yeah, and someone suggested a Universal Day, which I'm not sure how we would do, but that's one to think about.
The only difficult thing with that is that you don't get a lot of point of view things on rides.
There are some.
Is that? Yeah. Some people are being sneaky, are they?
Yeah, some people have been sneaky.
We're always told to put our camera on.
But there's also people like Tim Tracker that I think on press things are allowed to.
Oh, okay.
And then they upload them.
Okay. Well,
I'm not sure.
Yeah, we could look into that. I mean, the Disney one definitely, because there's even more rides that we didn't do.
Yeah.
There's rides that we didn't do in our first Disney day that we need to go back and do again.
Yeah. We need to get some fast passes for them.
There's shows we haven't seen yet either. There's a lot going on.
But yeah, we're staying positive and we're excited for next year now.
Yeah.
2021 is going to be a very busy year.
Yes.
Lots of weddings.
It's worked. It's worked out sort of quite well, really, because we've got 2 other friends who are both getting married next year as well. So, and we normally hang around as like a group of 6. So actually, we're all going to get married in the same year.
Yeah, and it's going to be a year full of love and happiness, and we're looking forward to it. And we're not really sad about it anymore. We're kind of feeling quite good about it now.
Just gotta look forward.
Yeah. But thanks so much for watching, guys, and we will see you tomorrow. We're going to do a live stream.
Yes.
It's just going to be a chatty live stream. So if you have any questions, come along to the live stream and we'll answer some of your questions. But also we'll just have a good old chat. Probably a lot of Disney in there.
It's just like getting together with some friends for a coffee and a chat. That's what we like to do with these live streams.
So it'll be at 6:30 in the evening, UK time.
And then I think, from what I'm reading in the sort of news, that there might be an update as to what's happening regarding lockdown. So once we've heard that,
Thursday?
I think it's happening at some point. It might be actually. I think it might be the day after my birthday. I think it's on the 10th. So once we sort of know if that's going on longer and stuff, then we'll decide whether we're going to do another Disney quiz.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we'll keep you all updated. Make sure you follow our Instagrams. Mine is Helena _.
Mine is Martyn.bell.
Because we tend to update that quite regularly, especially on our stories with like updates and things.
We try and keep people informed as to what we're doing and stuff. And that's another thing, actually. We should try and do one of these Instagram lives at some point.
We should actually. But anyway, we keep waffling on now. But thanks so much for your support, as always. It really does mean the world to us. And we're so grateful for you all. And you really have helped us through this time. Oh, yeah. You really have. So thank you very much. And we will see you tomorrow for our live. Bye.
Toodle Pipski.
Toodle Pipski. I said it.